Hi, we're Antonia and Richard. Welcome to Ant and Dick's Excellent Adventure.
Morning everybody, here we are, day 2 in Serbia and Tuesday, Wednesday, day 3 on the road. Been to Lidl's, which I say was a very pleasant experience, wasn't it?
Yes.
You know, we didn't have a coin for the trolley and there were no baskets, so the security guy kindly went and got us a token so we could use a trolley. It was very, very helpful, I felt.
Yes.
And here we are now on the extremely busy. I'm dreading driving in the UK again, I tell you. Look at this, there's a few trucks on the road. Apart from that, it's us. I'm sat here with
a shiny new piece of motorway.
Doing this less than 2 years old, do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Well, yeah, this map's 2023, and it was motorway under
construction.
Yeah. Kind of sign.
So we just very pleasantly sat here with the cruise control set at about 100 kilometres an hour, 60 mile an hour in old money, give or take. And oh look, there's no traffic. It's lovely. It's a pleasure to drive on the motorways.
Yeah, villagers, especially when you've got aircon as well.
Well, yeah. It's very balmy, fine. 35 degrees
35
outside.
now, God, it's gone up.
Yep. I'm sure it will again before the day's out. We're stopping for lunch next to a lake or something we found, have you?
I have, in theory.
Hopefully with a view. And then on to tonight's accommodation. Anyway, we will see you later on. Hopefully, assuming I don't crash on it, obviously. Well, you rejoin us later on in Serbia. There's not been a lot going on, so I haven't really filmed very much. Well, nothing really since the motorway. It's been a mixture of motorways and A roads and through towns, and not very exciting, but this is fairly beautiful. We are almost at our stay for tonight, which is a cabin.
Yes.
I know, we're getting lazy in our old age, aren't we?
We're in the Tara Mountains.
Are we? Yeah, the navigator knows. Look, I wonder what's in there. Oh, that's interesting. Can we have that? Looks good. Oh no, terrible, aren't they? Temperature's dropped a little bit, we're doing that. 29 degrees.
No, look at that.
Get your coat out in a minute. It was up to 38 at one stage. Of course, we're out in the mountains now. Nice shelter there, spring water. Beautiful. Afternoon everybody. Here we are in Mokra Gora, still in Serbia. We are about 10 kilometres from the Bosnian border, where we'll be obviously going tomorrow. And if you're thinking it's not sunny, that's because I waited to film this because it was 38 degrees earlier, and I thought, no, this is a bit silly. So I'll turn you around and show you where we're staying tonight. We're in number 4, which is over there, that one there. And there's swings and stuff for the kids. There's flowers outside, look. Little terrace. And in we go. See?
Hello.
The catering department are busy at work, perhaps doing their thing, whatever that is. I don't understand this stuff, you know. But yeah, so nice little kitchen, this little 2-burner thing, fridge. I'm assuming they're open all year round because there's a pechka, TV. Set here in a couple of small chairs, children's size chairs, and there is there's Wi-Fi, bathroom. You've all seen a bathroom, and then we go upstairs. where that is. There's a light switch. There, that's better. Double bed and a single this side. And another couple of singles on this side. Very nice. Lovely place. Very, very good. Highly recommended. Bear with me. I'm down the stairs again. Exceptionally good, isn't it, Ant?
Yeah. No, it is.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Really lovely.
So we will tomorrow be crossing the Serbian border into, I don't know why I'm turning around here, into artwork into Bosnia,
Still live.
and hopefully we're going to see something rather special to do with the Bosnian War.
Yes.
Yeah, more about that tomorrow morning. Where's my dinner? Morning, ladies and gentlemen and everybody else. Here we are approaching the Bosnian border from Serbia. We are off to Sarajevo to visit, capital of Bosnia, to visit the Tunnels of Freedom. More about that later. Now, from experience last summer, the Bosnian border was very easy, no problem at all. Stamp the passport, wave you on through. But then that is what I said about Serbia, isn't it? So I'm bracing myself for that full cavity search at the moment. Anyway, we shall see. We'll bring you back the other side.
And welcome to Bosnia. Just like that.
So just the same as last year, you come through, obviously there's a customs point to leave Serbia, and they're very gruff, and they want your driving licence and your vehicle document and what's your job, you know, where are you from, where are you going, and the whole thing. You go into no man's land. We pull up at exactly the same thing on Bosnia, and this is just like last year, but all the guy's interested is what we do for YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
He said, oh, interesting name on the side of your car, you know, so I was telling him about YouTube.
Very jolly man.
What do you film? You know, oh, yeah, nature and just really, really pleasant thing, just coming into Bosnia.
Yeah,
Just,
but he said welcome to Bosnia, didn't he?
Yeah, just chalk and cheese between the two. But never mind, here we are, on our way to Sarajevo. See you later.
See you later.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm staring into the sun, excuse me, squinting. I've got my ordinary glasses on. Here we are in the, not actually in the tunnel, but the Tunnel of Hope, which is just, I'll turn you around in a second.
Yeah.
It's just sit underneath a very ordinary looking house on one side of the runway at Sarajevo Airport. So here's the building. You can see how pockmarked it is. It's been obviously bullet wounds, if you like. I don't know how much we're going to film because there's lots and lots of people here.
Yeah.
We don't like filming other people unnecessarily, but
Start here.
yeah.
Entry to the tunnel.
What's in the building then? Nice look. It's peppered. Gunshot holes, obviously. They're in the basement, which was used as a checkpoint for people in and out of the tunnel, with a fine array of fairly homemade looking weapons there. They are actually, I think they are homemade, aren't they? And uniforms, the inevitable AK-47 assault rifle. Array of uniforms. anti-tank rocket there. Probably can't see that, too dark. There's a light machine gun in there. Medical supplies. Lovely helmets. What do you think, Anne?
Certainly brings it home, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just think, yeah, this small band of people, you know, held out. Yeah, the underdog, as we were saying, they held out against all odds, really. Only by the use of that tunnel.
Yeah.
Whilst you were going to say.
Whilst you were going about your daily life.
Yeah.
Back in the UK.
Yeah, that's right.
Les.
Yeah, there goes Ant into the depths of darkness. There is quite interestingly a sign saying that you are responsible for your own health and safety. How refreshing is that? As I said, you've got to see how busy it is.
Yeah.
How much we actually film.
Wow.
I don't know, the camera won't pick much of this up, it's too dark, unfortunately.
They are.
Built by hand, obviously.
Built by hand.
No machinery.
Over
Shovel.
4 months or something.
4 months and 4 days it took.
300 men.
Yeah, shovel, pickaxe, wheelbarrow. Fascinating. There's obviously a railway line down here. Presumably they had carts of some sort to get rid of the soil. I hope the camera's picking this up. I know it's a bit dark, and we're not sophisticated enough to duck to have big lights and everything for the camera. If more of you subscribed, so we were making money out of this, now we can afford a bigger camera with a nice torch on it then, couldn't we?
So people were literally trapped in the city of Sarajevo, weren't they?
Are you going to do your history bit?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to say snippets as we walk along.
Yeah, so what it amounted to was that during the Yugoslavian war in the 1990s, Sarajevo was actually completely surrounded by the Serbs. The only way in and out originally was to take the 450-metre dash across the airport runway, which obviously wasn't particularly healthy. Not the best of exercises. So they decided what they'd do, logically, was build a tunnel underneath the runway for this fairly nondescript family house, to keep it hidden. And that was how they enabled food to get in, because the people of Sarajevo at that stage were starving. But it allowed food to get in, ammunition to get in, to stave off the Serbians.
And for people to get out.
And for people to get out, obviously, yeah. That have been wounded.
Yeah.
To get out, standing in the light, that's better. I can see you now. I know, it's not the best of filming conditions, is it?
Nice and cool down here, though.
It is, though, isn't it? Especially that pipe. I don't know what's in that pipe, but that's lovely.
You can imagine, this wasn't actually that long ago, depending on...
1993, did you say?
Yeah.
It was built, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over 30 years ago.
March 93.
Yeah.
Finished 30th of June 93, and they started using it on the 1st of July.
Hmm.
So it's nearly some sort of anniversary. What's the date today?
I've no idea.
No idea.
Don't know, don't care. On tour. Don't know, don't care.
Can you imagine the levels of anxiety?
Better than being shot at, though.
Yes.
I'm assuming you can get out the other end of this because there's nobody coming the other way. Because that wouldn't be very pleasant. It's low. I'm only 5'10" and I'm bent down, so it's not. I wouldn't use the word claustrophobic, but I wouldn't want to be stuck down here either. What an interesting experience.
And as we drove up to the... You're going to have to keep turning round every time.
Yeah, I do. Because the microphone won't pick it up, otherwise go on.
Oh, okay. So as we drove up to the entrance to the building, if you like, where we went and bought our tickets, there was parking on the other side. We'd come through, it was like a tree-lined street. I was expecting it to be...
Yeah, just a suburb of Sarajevo.
Yeah.
I don't know how big Sarajevo is because we haven't been into the centre.
No.
Well, it is the capital city, but yeah. But that was, I think that was the whole idea, wasn't it? It was just a
sort of unassuming.
Just a nondescript house.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, and there's a little train thing in the way here. Hopefully, I haven't got to clamber over that. At my age, you know. All right, so it wasn't just wheelbarrow, look.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Like a little railway engine, little tiny railway engine. And a military telephone. I do hope this camera's picking all this up. We're on camera, by the way, look. I can only assume this is the way out. Where are we now? Where are we now, Ant?
Sarajevo Airport.
Do you think? How fascinating.
How fascinating.
Well, it was the... Oh, I see where we are. We went down there. This tunnel kept Sarajevo going through the through the war. Hey. Without this...
If you find yourself in Sarajevo,
it's worth a look.
It's a must, isn't it?
It's on Google Maps, you know, it's not massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably only be here, I don't know, 40 minutes.
It almost feels personal because I believe it's that the relatives of the family of the house or this locality started the whole restoration and and then it was finally passed to some Sarajevo or Bosnian restoration museum type trust.
Yeah, there's a small section, and I don't think I'll be able to go to get a photograph of it because it's behind glass. But the grandmother of the house,
Grandma Siebers,
has got her room set out, and it tells about how she made tea and stuff and provided food for the people digging the tunnel and the people using it. And there we have Sarajevo Airport itself. There's a lot of, I can't film everything, but there's lots of displays here. If it interests you, as I say, it's on Google Maps. There is a website as well.
Oh, this is Grandma Sieber. This is the house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're sort of right behind here somewhere.
Yeah, that is the front of the house, isn't it? There's a bit of digging going on. For those of you that are too young to remember, there is Yugoslavia. You can see Italy. It's just down here, look. We've got Hungary. Where's my finger gone? There, Hungary to the north. Romania, Bulgaria, down this side. So it was made up of Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Montenegro, Kosovo, and Macedonia. So here we are then, this unassuming house, the Tunnel of Freedom, also known as
Tunnel of Salvation.
Tunnel of Salvation.
Absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
It's one of the most interesting.
Although we weren't there that long, but
No.
it was really quite moving. Very well done, very interesting. If you're ever in Bosnia, as you do, well worth a visit. Well worth a visit, definitely. Do it. Anyway, on that bombshell. So just so you know that the life of celebrity YouTubers is not all about log cabins in the woods, as much as we'd like it to be. If you see what I mean, here we are, just the other side of the airport runway, and this is our accommodation for the night. I'll try not to get run over. I'm going to be very brief here because I know you don't want to keep seeing where we're staying for the night. This is actually really nice inside. And so Ant, we've been here 3 hours. Have you had a nice relaxing time?
Absolutely.
Or have I been editing videos and you've been looking
at Google Maps
for accommodation and distances to drive and all that kind of thing?
and nice lunch spots for you.
Yeah. So it's been really relaxing and nice, hasn't it? So very brief, very quickly.
Lovely place.
Lovely, it is really nice, yeah. Very small little kitchen there. I've been careful up the steps because there's no guardrail. Little mezzanine bedroom. Very clean and tidy. Very clean and tidy, immaculate. Look down the stairs. Aircon, which is actually clouding over now. I don't need that so much. And this is the, as the French would say, the le pièce de résistance. I know my German, you know. This beautiful bathroom. Just kind of like. The place is absolutely immaculate. And a lot cheaper than cabins in the woods, isn't it?
Yes.
There is that as well.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah. Lovely bathroom with a big, proper walk-in shower. How cool is that? Anyway, tomorrow, onwards. Afternoon everybody. So here we are about 2 hours away from Sarajevo. Stopped last night, heading vaguely northwards through beautiful Bosnia. We haven't filmed anything because, well, you can't film everything, and to be honest, you know, as much as we enjoy doing YouTube, it does detract from the experience a bit because you're constantly looking for things to film, and you know, so we've just enjoyed the last 2 hours. But here we are, we stopped for lunch, and I'm just going to flip you around and show you where we are. You know, we managed to find a spot of shade. Well, got Ant in the shade anyway. Being originally of ginger appearance, she needs a bit of shade. Personally, I love the sun, but there you go. Anyway.
Tell him I've done sterling work finding you this place.
Yes, in case you can't hear that, because it is a bit windy.
Far away.
And Ant says she's done sterling work finding this spot for lunch. Now you might think, what spot? I'll spin you around and show you. What spot? Isn't that beautiful? Lake Rama, R-A-M-A. And this is just one little offshoot of it. A fantastic colour, that water. The mountains in the background. You can see there's people here fishing, people boating on the lake. It is just beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that as we move on to tonight's accommodation. So, this is what £62 gets you in Bosnia. It's just the two of them here, next to each kitchen area out there. The inevitable ashtray. So we don't smoke anymore. TV, little kitchen. We'll make this very quick because I know you're all going to get bored otherwise with accommodation reviews. Lovely bathroom. It's obviously fairly new. Settee, Grogu. Going up the steps carefully. Because you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, excuse me. So, upstairs, there's aircon upstairs as well as downstairs, which is wonderful. Staff bed. Lady of the house bed. But, dun dun dun. I don't know how well that's going to come out through that glass, but that is the view. From the bedroom window. Isn't that fantastic? The water is so clear I can see the bottom of the riverbed. What a brilliant, brilliant find. £62, you might go, well, that's a bit extravagant, but is it? To have that view? We don't think so.